Okay, good afternoon to all and welcome to Salesforce Management online classes. This is Dr. Mahesh M. Monjeri, Assistant Professor from Department of Management Studies, SDM College of Engineering and Technology, Dharwad. Okay, so dear students, in the previous class we saw a video clip for 5 minutes about Jeff Bezos. Okay, and his views. Okay, so what we learned that Jeff Bezos is at present okay Forbes, okay, number one, okay, richest person means richest person in the world, and his company Amazon.com is in second rank in Fortune 500 list. It means the world's second largest company. So we were discussing about, okay, or trying to interact upon what made the company, the world's second largest in the world. Okay, so we learned that where the employees put effort in right direction, okay, it enables a company to perform to this level or to this extent. And Jeff Bezos, being the founder of the company, has played the role of a leader in this case. Okay. So now my next question is, anybody can answer what type of a leadership style, okay, is it exhibited by Jeff Bezos? Transactional leadership or a transformational leadership? Yes. Yeah, you can answer anyone and explain how it is. Transformational leadership style or a transactional leadership style?
Mm.
Okay, okay, okay. It's time for me to cool down. Not for you. Okay, anyway, you are always cool. My students are always cool. Okay, see, basically, Jeff Bezos, okay, so he is a founder, top level executive, okay, he will not be in direct contact with the lower end or lower level employees. Okay, he communicates through the top level executives who in turn talk to their lower level executives. So the communication is top to bottom. So, but still, okay, when we speak about Jeff Bezos, okay, a lot of premier institutes in management, okay, discuss, okay, about him, his way of working, his style of leadership, okay. So from that we can make out that most of it definitely, okay, was a transformational leadership style where he articulated a vision for the company. He articulated a vision for the company to become one of the best companies or to become the world's largest company. Okay, then that communication was conveyed down the hierarchy effectively. So this way, the employee motivation was kept high, employee morale was kept high. Okay, and the company was able to achieve the success what it has seen today. Okay, definitely transactional leadership like the supervision also is important, okay, which was basically done by the immediate supervisors or managers of the employees, okay, who are working in the lower level. Okay, so I don't think we should spend more time on this because you are not interacting. So let me go directly to the PowerPoint slide to complete syllabus. Okay, so let me make the new share, that is PowerPoint slide. Okay, anybody who would like to speak or comment before I begin before I continue with the syllabus about Jeff Bezos' leadership style? Anybody can speak, give your opinion. Okay, Sharon can speak.
Sir, I guess it's a transformational leadership quality, sir.
Okay, very good. Can you explain?
Sir, yes, sir. Sir, in transactional, the thing as you told, no, sir, he only contacts. He's in touch with the higher level executives, not the lower level executives, sir. In
Yeah.
transactional, it becomes like the person or the company owner helps or motivates them only by giving rewards and other benefits, sir. But
Okay.
very transformational, so he is the one who leads the company by like himself, sir. He motivates, he becomes the inspiration towards to the employees who work there. And if there is any changes to be made, he is the one who stands in front of everyone and make those changes, sir. And
Yes.
we all know uh, at the level where his company stands right now, it's not easy to become a transactional leader, sir. If you could be a transactional leader, you would have not achieved the things which he has achieved now, sir.
Yes.
uh,
Very good. Very good. Yeah. Continue.
Transformational, so only he could have achieved all this success, no, sir.
Yeah.
So
Very good.
according to transformational leader, sir.
Yes. Yes. Sharon is correct. Okay, so transformational leader, okay, leadership style is about articulating a vision, okay, developing a vision for the company. So that is what Jeff Bezos did for Amazon.com. He articulated a vision for the company and he encouraged the company employees towards the group goals or organizational goals. And he himself acted as a role model for all the employees of the organization. Okay, so please try to understand. All points will not be applicable. So Jeff Bezos articulated a vision. He encouraged the employees to achieve group goals or organizational goals, and he himself became a role model for the employees of the organization. Okay, so thereby exhibiting the transformational leadership style. And as Sharon says, yes, only because of this kind of a leadership style, transformational leadership style, okay, so Amazon is able to become world's second largest company today, and Jeff Bezos himself is able to become world's richest person today. Yeah, just for a transactional leaders, okay, it is not possible to become achieve the success of what Jeff Bezos have achieved. Okay, so very good. Thank you for the interaction, and now let me continue with the remaining part of the syllabus. Okay, so in the previous class, we learned about the critical leader behaviors for different situations and tools and techniques of leadership. Okay, so a couple of slides are remaining about coaching sales representatives. Okay, so it is more of a mentoring, okay, the sales representatives. So what we have learned is we are learning about the field sales representatives who stay away from home, who work in the field. Okay, so remember, so they definitely their moral need to be kept very high. That's why sales reps need to be mentored, counseled, or coaching has to be done for the sales representatives. So three elements of leadership most often used to describe coaching. Okay, so what elements of leadership describe coaching? The first is verbal feedback, praising the salespeople when they do well. Okay, so definitely, so as I have been mentioning, you need to understand, huh? Okay, there is leadership at the organizational level. Okay, that is who are definitely the founders of the organization. For example, Jeff Bezos in case of Amazon.com, or the top level executives like managing director, chief executive officer, and so on. And the other level leaders can be those immediate reporting authorities to whom the sales representative report immediately. Okay, in our country it is area sales managers. Okay, so they can always give a verbal feedback. Okay, it always encourages the sales representatives and keep their morale high. Okay, high morale and high motivation is definitely a must for those who are working in the field sales. So verbal feedback can be given by the leaders or area sales managers, okay, by way of praising the sales representatives when they do well on the job. Yeah, definitely, yes, this I have experienced very well. So I can recall when I completed my training in Protect Labs and joined the territory of, I was allocated to the territory of Tumkuru. Okay, for the first 3 months. Okay, so there were 20 newly recruited reps in my batch, and after third three up to 3 months, okay, I was not able to achieve my sales targets. Okay, then at the end of fourth month, I could make out that my area sales manager was working with me. Okay, he came along with me to take the order with two distributors, and when we took the order and he calculated the total order, okay, it was more than 2,50,000 rupees for the month. So that time that month's sales target was 2,50,000. It was a long way back, 2 decades almost. So he was so happy. Okay, he was so happy, and he appreciated my efforts and my performance for achieving, okay, the sales target, okay, in just the fourth month of my entry into the territory. So that is what is called praising salespeople when they do well. Okay, so even on the visit to different pharmacies, okay, so pharmacists were actually complaining that they were placing the orders for, they are not getting the exact quantity of orders what they were placing. For example, there was one antibiotic combination of antibiotic bromelain, amoxicillin and bromhexin combination it was. Okay, so one pharmacist said he has placed order for 10 boxes, and whereas he has received only the order of 6 boxes. Okay, so that shows that I was working too hard and generating a greater demand. Okay, but the company was unable to meet the demand. Distributors were not able to meet the demand. Okay, so he said he will look into the matter at the company level, because we had a manufacturing plant in Bangalore itself, and he appreciated my effort. So this is called praising salespeople when they do well on the field itself. Okay, so then leading by example. Coaches are role models. Okay, so salespeople will emulate them. So in my case, the context, what example I'm giving you, the field sales representatives report to the immediate manager, who is called as the area sales manager. So definitely they emulate, they copy them. So if the area sales managers are hardworking, salespeople have to work very hard. Okay, so they cannot escape from hard work. If the area sales manager or the immediate coach is very systematic and professional, okay, the sales rep have to be professional and systematic in their approach. Otherwise, they cannot sustain. Okay, so you need to understand that. So if the area sales manager not very professional, systematic and regular, so the same impact can be also seen on the immediate sales representatives. Okay, so that's why it is very important that the leaders or the area sales manager should lead by example, where they should be punctual, honest, hardworking. Okay, so that is how things turn out. Okay, then mutual trust and respect. Yeah, definitely, though we have a lot of technology and communication devices today, but still what a sales rep is doing throughout the day, greater part of it can be very highly confidential. He can hide it from the area sales manager. Okay, that is the reason why the coach or the area sales manager should develop a mutual trust and respect, where they trust each other and respect each other. So in this case, the sales reps can be highly inspired by the coach. Okay, so it creates a thorough two-way communication, where sales rep and area sales managers trust each other, respect each other, okay, and they keep each other informed, keep each other updated very well. Okay, so this way, coaching of sales rep has three elements or components: verbal feedback, leading by example, and mutual trust and respect. See, what is happening here is exactly leadership. Okay, a leader is trying to influence the attitude of the followers. Okay, here means a area sales manager is trying to shape the attitude and beliefs of his subordinates who are sales representatives working in the field. Okay, so any questions here? So any queries? Coaching sales reps, which is part of leadership.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, anything you would like to share here? See what I'm asking you, even movie examples which are suitable here, you can recall and share. Okay, so let's move on to the next slide. Outcomes of effective leadership. Okay, so let us say that the leader has been effective. Okay, or the leader has good leadership qualities, managerial skills, and his leadership style was quite different and unique. Okay, which resulted in effectiveness of the leadership. Okay, so what does it mean to a company? So what is the takeaway for a company? So when we say the leadership was effective, it means the company will have well-trained salespeople. Okay, so who are good in communication skills, who are good in interpersonal skills. Okay, who are okay able to communicate well with the customers, able to resolve the consumer problems, overcome the objections of the customers very effectively. Okay, and who are able to interact with the customers very well, as well as communicate with their superiors. Okay, so they are called as well trained salespeople. So well trained salespeople are essential for a company to achieve success. So if the salespeople are not well trained on their job, okay, the chances are very rare that a company may achieve success. So well-trained salespeople are outcomes of effective leadership. Okay. Then trust among salespeople. Definitely. So when the leadership is effective, they follow the leader undoubtedly. Okay, without any questions. It means that salespeople trust their leader. Okay. So trust is very important. As I said, though there is a lot of technology available and communication devices available, but still the sales representative who are working in the field without little supervision, with little supervision, means on a day-to-day basis, they will be working alone. Okay, nobody will be watching them. They can still hide a lot of things what they are doing if they are not meeting the sales enough of the, if they are not making enough of the sales calls, if they are not promoting the right products, if they are not overcoming the objections of the customers. Okay, so that kind of information can be hidden for a lot of time. So that can be seen only after some period of time, say 3 to 4 months, when the sales rep will be unable to achieve the sales targets. So when there is a trust among the salespeople, which is the outcome of effective leadership, salespeople speak to their immediate supervisors instantly, and they discuss with them their problems. So when the problems are discussed, okay, uh, on time, okay, so we have learned that the area managers or regional managers can act as a coach, act as a leader. Okay, interact with them one to one and try to identify the problem. Okay, and try to provide some solutions to the salespeople who are struggling to achieve salespeople. But when there is a lack of trust, the salespeople will hide their weaknesses or problems from the area sales manager or from the leaders. Then citizenship behaviors. Okay, so what is citizenship behavior? Voluntary behavior is important to the success of the firm. For example, when one sales rep gives encouragement to a fellow struggling sales representative, so we call it as citizenship behaviors. Okay, so when the leadership is very effective, when the leadership is very effective, it brings in the citizenship behavior into the sales organization. How? Say one sales rep is not performing properly. Say one sales rep is not performing properly or is struggling to achieve the sales targets. Another sales representative of the company who is doing extremely well, who is achieving his or her sales targets, encourages the struggling sales representative, may also mentor him, coach him, and provide some inputs. Okay, so that the struggling sales rep can start putting efforts in right direction, overcome the problems, and start achieving the sales targets. See, this kind of a behavior is observed only where the leadership is effective. Okay, then better performance, definitely yes. Okay, if the leadership is effective, most of the times we can understand that yes, the performance of the company will be better. Just now we discussed about Amazon.com and the leadership style of Jeff Bezos. So it is because of the leadership style of Jeff Bezos, Amazon company has reached to become the world's second largest company today. Then the effective leadership, okay, keeps the sales force morale always high. As I mentioned, field sales executives, those who work in the field, stay away from home, travel a lot, definitely it is required that their morale has to be always high, their motivation has to be always higher. So it is a possible, okay, when the leadership style is very effective. So a sense of a common purpose. Morale is a sense of common purpose and a belief among members that group goals can be attained. So that is what is a morale. So this morale will be very high. Okay, so most of the sales reps will believe in a common purpose, that is the organizational goals, and they also believe that the group goals or the sales targets can be achieved or attained. See, such a morale, such a belief prevails only when the leadership is effective. Okay, so any questions here? Any questions? Outcomes of effective leadership. Okay, so if you have any questions, you can ask after the attendance. So now let me go ahead to the attendance first. Okay. Yeah, Nishad. Absent. Aditya.
Present, sir.
Akshata. Absent. Akshay Pujari. Absent. Then Akshay Koradkeri.
He is present.
Present. Ankita.
Present, sir.
Anusha.
Present, sir.
Apeksha.
Yes, sir.
Ashutosh.
Present, sir.
Prasad.
Yes, sir.
Supriya.
Present, sir.
Divya.
Present, sir.
Gautam.
Present, sir.
Gururaj. Absent. Gururaj absent. Then Hanumant Rai.
Absent, sir.
Hanumant Rai absent. Bhimaya. Absent. Kalaya.
Present, sir.
Karthik. Karthik. Manjur.
Yes, sir.
Manoj.
Yes, sir.
Meghna Kalburgi.
Present, sir.
Meghna Lokhande. Nandan. Absent. Nikita.
Present, sir.
Pradeep.
Yes, sir.
Pramod.
Present,
Yeah, present. Pranjali.
sir.
Present, sir.
Yes, both are present. Prashant.
Yes, sir.
Prema.
Present, sir.
Rahul.
Present, sir.
Ram. Ram. Rohit.
Yes, sir.
Rohit is present. Okay, then how about Ram?
Yes, sir.
Ram is also present. No.
No, sir. No,
Varsha.
sir. He is
Yeah,
absent.
yeah.
Present,
Correct. Varsha.
Yes, sir. Present, sir.
Samuel. Present.
Says present.
Yeah, present. Sharan.
Present, sir.
Shruti.
Present, sir.
Shweta. Absent. Snehal.
Present, sir.
Sudarshan.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Shruti and Ogaja is also present. Sudarshan is present. Then Sudha. Sudha. Absent. Suman. Absent. Vishal.
Present, sir.
Yeah, any missing names? Shruti and Samuel, yeah, both are marked present. Okay, so all are present, I think. Okay. Then let us continue with the syllabus, the last slide in the chapter. So I hope students you can see the slides, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So yeah, I'll continue from here again. So the next slide deals with job satisfaction. So sometimes called as individual morale. Okay, so what is morale? We just saw in the previous slide. Morale is nothing but a sense of common purpose and a belief among members that group goals can be achieved. So such a morale can exist, okay, only when there is job satisfaction among the employees. Okay, so job satisfaction is also sometimes called as individual morale. So if the job satisfaction is high, the individual morale will be high. The belief that the group goal can be achieved will be very high, and the overall motivation level will be very high in the organization. So an individual salesperson's emotional and evaluative feelings toward various dimensions of the job, including feelings towards pay, promotions, job security, benefits, co-workers, and sales manager or leader. Okay, so the job satisfaction will be, what is job satisfaction is explained here. So I repeat again, job satisfaction is an individual person's emotional and evaluative feelings. Job satisfaction is an individual salesperson's emotional and evaluative feelings towards what? Towards various dimensions of the job, including feelings towards pay, promotions, job security, benefits, co-workers, and sales managers. So overall, their feeling towards these dimensions is referred to as job satisfaction. Okay, so individual salespeople must first each be satisfied with his or her job in order for high group morale to emerge. So a leader of the organization must take care of the employee job satisfaction. Why job satisfaction is important? So job satisfaction is nothing but the emotional and evaluative feelings of the employee towards these elements or towards these dimensions. So whatever the employees feel and about pay, promotions, job security, and so on, and whatever how they evaluate about this, okay, results in the job satisfaction or dissatisfaction. So a leader's role also expands or extends to improving the job satisfaction of the employees, and the employee job satisfaction can be improved or increased, okay, based on these elements. Okay, pay means compensation or salary. Okay, promotions. So I hope you can understand, these are very simple to understand. If an employee is not satisfied with the compensation or salary, if an employee is dissatisfied with the promotion policy, definitely the overall job satisfaction will be very low, and the overall morale will also be very low. What is the morale? A belief that the group goal can be achieved. Then if majority of the employees are dissatisfied and majority of them don't believe that a group goal can be achieved, a company cannot perform well. Okay, so try to understand. So in case of companies like Walmart and Amazon, employee job satisfaction is quite higher. It is evident because most of the employees of Walmart and Amazon believe that the group goal can be achieved. It means that leadership style has been effective and resulted in employee job satisfaction. Okay, and the last part of leadership of the sales force includes problems encountered by leadership. Problems encountered by leadership or by leaders. So the one is a poor performance. Okay, so you can come across a lot of companies, okay, that are performing poor. So I have always told, company is not made up of buildings and computers. Okay, so company is made up of employees. I have always told, educational institutes are not made up of buildings and classrooms. They are made up of students and teachers. So if the leadership style is not effective, it results to employee job dissatisfaction and leads to poor performance of the organization. So for a leader, it is required that to conduct a diagnosis and analysis, a research among the company employees, as well as external environment also may be have contributed. Other than that, the leader also has to analyze the reasons for poor performance by interacting with the employees or by conducting a survey of the employees. What are the reasons for their individual poor performance? And if there is anything wrong from the company end, say for example related to company compensation, if it is not equitable, if it is not fair, if it is not high enough to meet the high cost of living, then the company should introduce a proper compensation policy. Okay, for example, then substance abuse. Okay, say if certain substance abuse, first let me explain what is it. If any of the employees are addicted to alcohol, for example, so what will happen? So those employees who drink alcohol and come to company, see these things happen. I have experienced it in person. Okay, so many times employees may consume alcohol because they are addicted to alcohol and come to work. So they may not behave well with their superiors. They may not behave well with the colleagues. Okay, so definitely their performance will be poor. So the leaders will be encountered with such employees who are addicted to alcohol. Okay, it may be also to narcotic drugs. So in such a case, these employees are required to be called in separately for counseling sessions, and these employees are required to be counseled properly, and if required, they should be given medical care or health care. Okay, and try to improve them or improve their performance. Okay, they may be also sent to rehabilitation centers where drug addicts or alcohol addicts are usually sent for a recovery. Then cheating on expense accounts. So every sales rep is required to prepare a expense account for each month and submit it to the company for reimbursement. So, and there is quite natural that some sales rep may try to inflate the expenses. Okay, where they might have incurred an expenditure of 5,000, for example, they may show it 7,000 as expenditure. And when they are caught, okay, so we call it cheating on expense accounts. So such sales rep should be again counseled properly that doing this is not in the best interest of the company and it is not honest thing to do. It is unethical to do. So accordingly, they can be counseled to stop cheating on expense accounts. Then engaging in unethical behavior. Any behavior which is not right from the society point of view, or which is illegal, or which is not right from the company point of view. So if the leaders come across those employees who are engaging in unethical behavior, for example, receiving bribe or giving bribe, from a third party, so again they need to be counseled, on such behavior, and they need to be trained on ethical behavior to be followed. And the last type of problem which the leaders may encounter is third party sexual harassment. So where female sales representatives are working, sometimes it may happen that customers may ask for a sexual favor from the female sales representatives, and it is required that a female sales representative should immediately report the matter to that immediate reporting authority. And the immediate reporting authority will act as a leader, or he may bring it to the notice of the higher authorities, and they will enter into this situation, and they will train the sales representative on how to go ahead with the situation, and they may also counsel the customers if required. And if the matter is not getting resolved within the company, definitely the company managers are required to take a legal course of action on the party which is creating the problem. So you should know the laws of the country related to sexual harassment. So we're talking about third party harassment, means where so it may happen in B2B marketing where the order size will be quite higher. B2C, it is almost non-existing. And in our country, this is not a very common issue or common problem. It is very rare. So these are the problems encountered in leadership. Some of the unique problems. Okay, when you become area sales manager, regional sales manager, you may come across such problems. Or even in retailing, for example, when you join the retailing organization as a department manager, so you will have subordinates. So you may come across these problems quite in common. And as a leader, you need to act as a leader, understand the situation, and motivate your subordinates so that they can overcome the problem and perform well. You can come across any of this. You can come across any of this. Okay, and you should develop yourself as a leader, as a manager in this due course of training of the MBA program, so that you can encounter the problem confidently and provide a proper solution. Otherwise, you will struggle. Remember, when you encounter these problems. Okay, so I hope that's the end of chapter. So I'll stop the share here. So there is no time remaining to interact. Okay, but in the next class, okay, I will begin with your questions and doubts. Thank you very much. Okay, join the next
Thank
class
you,
at
sir.
2:30.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, sir. Good
Bye
day,
bye.
sir.
Good day. Good day to all of you.